tracks are wider and the roads are longer, and people are questioning why is that the case. And many other people on YouTube is questioning and theorizing on what could it be, with a couple obvious reasons, but also some not so obvious reasons. And I have some of my own theories that I want to share with you guys. So yeah, continue to watch the video and let's talk about it real quick. Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2? I don't give a fuck about that. This is real news. This here, which way is it this way? Should I do that way or put it there or over there? I don't know. So yes, why are the tracks bigger? Why is it wider? Why is it looking like the roads, the tracks themselves is going to be like really long? As you can see from the map, it literally stretches into the horizons. You can't see where it loops around and stuff. So first theory, obviously, it's something that's basically already confirmed anyway, so it's not really a theory, it's literally what it is. But 24 players is now a thing in this new Mario Kart game. It's going from 12 to 24, literally doubled now, which is sick. Do you know how many items will be thrown around with 24 players? Like, think about that. And you know, in Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart Wii, the middle of the pack is the worst because it's the only game to have 12 players and everybody's fighting everybody. Everybody is catching strays from all types of items from all angles. It's like a pack of wild dogs going crazy, attacking each other, going berserk and shit. It's literally going to be a death battle gauntlet in the middle with 24 players, just non-stop chaos. Another reason for bigger tracks is 200cc. Some of you might not even remember this, but 200cc was originally a DLC update in the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. The tracks in Mario Kart 8 were definitely not made for 200cc. The most they could do was just adjust the airtime on some boost ramps, forcing the players back down so that they can land on time and still have a chance to make a tight turn. Not all ramps, but some ramps that had a super tight turn afterwards. That's when it was needed to do that force airtime and whatever. And when the Mario Kart 8 got ported to the Switch, 200cc was unlocked from the start. And of course, the tracks are all the same, so 200cc was still like a barrier for most people that couldn't handle the challenge of speeding through the tracks that was not made for it. Not me though, I like all the tracks in 200cc. I can handle all that business. I'm drifting god in that mode. Come see me in that mode. I'll challenge anyone, whoever wants to challenge me in 200cc. I'm the GOAT, okay? I'm the GOAT, even though I don't play that much, but whatever. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe lived on and on for the entirety of the Switch's 8-year-long life cycle. It got DLC at some point, adding even more courses, bringing it up to 96. And the issue was still kind of there. 200cc was just not made for most of these tracks. I think some of the Tour City tracks suffers the most from what I remember. But again, I'm tough. I can handle all of it in 200cc. Like I said, if you want to challenge me, see me in there. See me in Mario Kart. But now here are the big reasons. Big reason is like this is a whole new mode now. A whole new mode that is just not like, you know, your typical standard racing and it's whatever. Because, you know, the tracks are bigger, the number of racers are bigger. It might not be like, you know, your standard versus races. You can even see this fast food item around this Yoshi Diner block, you know, floating around, which is obviously new, so it's got to be something like related to something else. Like, what if it's like a whole, well, we'll get to it. So my first idea is that, well, this one's kind of like not that much of a different mode, but kind of is. It's a standard race, but it's just longer. We already started getting single lap courses from the past 2 Mario Kart games, and they might just want to expand on that idea to a much bigger scale with a cross-country styled race. It's still the same Mario Kart, but just longer, with a couple little gimmicks potentially, which I will get into soon. The next thing they could do is going to be an open world adventure mode. A bunch of people has mentioned this about being an open world adventure mode. People are comparing it to like Burnout Paradise or something. I don't think I played that game, but I'm not sure how that one played. But basically, it's just driving around an open area where you can probably do like missions and different races and stuff, whatever they can do. And part of it is doing cross-country racing. You can even see on the map that the track we see here has some paths outside of the main road that suggest there will be times the racers can explore other areas outside of the current track they are racing on right now. Then You have a battle royale style race, where the race just never ends until there is a winner. Driving along a long highway until you end up being the last driver standing or racing in that matter. Ever seen one of those racing games with a knockout mode where players left behind would eventually be knocked out if they stay in last place for too long, or they're in last place reaching a certain checkpoint? Something like that could work well in these long, bigger tracks, and having more players mean it would last, a decent amount of time. So yeah, a battle royale knockout mode, adventure mode, cross country mode, that's just a standard race but longer. These are like the possible modes, so I'm kind of theorizing. But what helps these ideas? Why do I feel like these ideas are possible? Well, going back to the fast food item, it could mean many things for a Mario Kart game, so it's hard to predict, but I'm gonna predict it anyways. So the obvious one is to fill up your stamina meter of some sort. If we're racing these long courses, you gotta eat at some point. You're gonna get hungry, so you gotta find a food joint and fill back up your energy so that you can safely keep driving. Taking more risks with your lines while trying to fill your stamina up will certainly help those falling behind to catch up a bit, especially if you take in the chance of the player being able to use some of the stamina up for something else, like maybe a boost or something. A good player with good stamina management could avoid going for many fast food items, slowing them down by going for each one. And then a bad player obviously would keep using up their stamina, but are forced to keep going out of their way to get every single fast food item, so that they don't, I don't know what will happen if you run out of stamina. Maybe like you'll just come to a crawl, or you were just out of the race or something. Who knows what they'll do with that idea. Either way, whoever is not, managing their stamina well, they would be forced to, go out of their way to get all the fast food items and not get all the tighter lines to keep up ahead. So yeah, there could be definitely some strategy with that kind of gameplay style, and that's one I think that could be really good for a Mario Kart mode. And for story mode, it can be just completely simple, like it could just be one of a collectible for a mission, like collect 10 Yoshi Diner food bags and come first place. Just like in Diddy Kong Racing with the silver coins. Remember the silver coins? How those were a bitch back then when you're a kid? Yeah, those kind of stuff. The next reason I suggest these modes I mentioned is that the track can work just like the city tracks from Mario Kart Tour. These big tracks can likely have different versions like the city courses, but this time it'll be on a much bigger scale. The track has some pathways outside of the main road, and it's possible that we could go through this path in one version, or we can go from the road and turn either left or right in another. Again, this style of courses could easily fit in an open world adventure mode, cross country mode, knockout battle royale mode, anything. But maybe not battle mode. I don't want another Wii U situation again. Unless they do a 99 player battle royale and the world is like fully open, then that would be fire. Actually, shit, could they actually do that? Is Nintendo capable of having 99 Mario Kart racers in one big map without their servers exploding? Maybe even just like 50 or something, I don't know. That would be sick. Actually, a big open world map, almost akin to like Fortnite, where everyone's just sprawling around battling, and then it gets smaller and smaller and people are, battling each other with all these items. Shoot, that could actually go pretty hard. If they could do that, then shoot, battle mode will sure go up in popularity. I just hope that what we're seeing here is not the standard versus mode, because something new for Mario Kart is just needed, and getting a new type of mode that we never got before would be nice. They showed so little of the game, but ends up showing a lot of small details, which is always fun but frustrating at the same time, because I just want to see more of this game, and the direct is like 2.5 months away. It's so far away. Why did they announce it so early, man? But yeah, Switch 2 stuff, Mario Kart, excited for Mario Kart. I'm gonna talk more about it a bunch. Probably gonna try talk about what characters I want, what track themes I want, what items I want, whole bunch of shit. So yeah, see you whenever.